Today was a bright green day. Let's go 810. What's going on, Jacob? YouTube should be live now. Should be Edson. Okay, $810,000 day today, guys. Today's day 307. Obviously, a bright green day. Obviously, you know, things were done right today. But I do have some complaints, but I'll go over those in a second here. Okay, there's that. Getting this out of the way, guys. Just got to set everything up. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys traded well. Just making sure I have everything posted here for you guys. That way I can get streaming here. Somebody recommended Stream Deck. I don't know if you guys recommend that, but somebody recommended it. Anybody recommend Stream Deck? Would that make it easier to send it out to all my social media? I don't know. I don't know how that works. You guys haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to if I'm making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Gotta grab this and go like that. And we have to post this in here. One sec. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in, guys. What just happened? I think it just completely exited out. One sec. Post the picture there. Hopefully you guys traded well out there. Hopefully you guys traded smart. There was a lot of opportunities today. Hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of them. Like I said all day, guys, this was going to be a very, it's going to be a day that, you could capitalize on, but it takes a lot of studying, and you have to be very diligent and know how these things react. And if you were newer, it's most likely you're going to the casino, and you might as well just watch what's going on. So ENVB, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Posted that as well, guys. Alrighty. What's going on, Samuel? You're new. How'd you find me, Samuel Bucana, how did you find me? I'm curious. Alright, guys. Okay, we're going to go live here. Alright, guys, we're live on TikTok and we're ready to go. Okay, well, it's good to have you guys on. It's good to have you guys in, guys. I'm going to get started here today. Great trading day. What's going on, James? You found me on YouTube? Awesome. Samuel, you just found me like when you're on YouTube just searching around? Is that how you found me? Samuel, you just found me searching around YouTube, or did you hear from me from Twitter or TikTok or anything like that? Alrighty, guys. Well, we're live here at NormagnalTrading.com. As always, it's good to have you guys on. It's good to have you guys in. Today was a very, very bright green day. Obviously, $810,000 day. It feels good. More relatively, it's about 40% in the account. you know, in all reality though, guys, I traded really, really well today. There's only one trade that I regret not taking, and I'll go ahead and go over that. But it was a trade that I usually nail, and I didn't nail it this time. So I want to go ahead and go over this here in a second, but give me a second. Let's let everybody kind of trickle on in. Let's let everybody get on in here. Make sure they're watching and live on Instagram Live, on YouTube, and on TikTok as well. Bobby Angel, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on to the new people? As always, guys, good to have the new people on. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below if I make new videos. I would really, really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that, guys. Yeah. Today was a nice ride on GameStop. And we're going to cover that here in a moment. So let's give it a second. Let's give it a second here. And let everybody kind of trickle on in. Alrighty, guys. Watch GameStop here. I just had a nice green candle. I'm not going to play with it anymore. I'm just going to do a quick stream and be done with it. Hopefully I don't chase it later, but... Alright, fine. I took a 261.13 average position here on GameStop. It just there's a volume spike there. I want you guys to see this. There was a volume spike right there. That is kind of downtrending, and then all of a sudden you got that volume spike. That to me is like, we're flipping around, shorts covering. Someone who has a decent amount of share size, someone who might be pretty smart says, okay, I notice a trend changing. And guys, I took a tiny, I know it's not tiny to a lot of people, but for my account size, very, very tiny, 261.13, $138,000 position. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go over today's trading day nonetheless, and then we'll go from there, okay? So today, guys, I took a lot of trades on GameStop, okay? CETX, I took a long there. A nice 332 entry right out of the gate, 373 out, so that was a nice, percentage return, but I had tiny, tiny size. GameStop took a little long out of the gates for a $15,000 winner. Then here I am kind of just like getting basically, notice this trend where I have a nice, padding on the day, and then I kind of just break even the first half an hour. So that's just, I gotta figure that out, right? But anyways, so you're going to see here, guys, me kind of just breaking even again. So I'm noticing a trend with my trading, and I got to fix it. The trend is I'm trading the first half an hour and basically breaking even almost every time. So I got to figure out a way to kind of stay profitable. Okay, and then we kind of make some smart trades on CETX, short squeeze, 345 in, 407 out, decent share size, and then I gave half of it back just like that. So I got to figure out, a way to make sure I don't give half of it back. And then here I am just chopping around some trades on KOSS. And then EYES was my next big trade. I finally nailed this one short. I had 146,000 shares short at 11.75.7 average. Covered it up at 10.69.6 for a $154,000 winner. Now, I'm going to show you guys what I was looking at on EYES, okay? All right. So, EYES, guys, let's pull this up here. So today was obviously its first, to me, it was its first red day. I mean, yes, we had this red day here, but then, we finally had kind of a non-gap up type move. And then we had a huge down spike out of the gates. And we're up massively with not that great of news in my opinion. And basically all I was trying to do was try and short pops, right? So I realized this came out of the gates, and then I was like, okay, I'm trying to short the pops and short the pops. I ended up with a good average of 11.75 roughly, I believe it was, right? 11.75.7. So the average on my short was right there, that white line across, all right? And the reason why I like the short was because, again, we had the first run up, and then we had the sell-off. And I'm looking for another gap up. If we don't get a gap up, well, it's looking very, very weak out of the gates. I know that we're up very big, and I'm just basically looking to short pops to lower my risk, right? So I'm shorting pops, and I end up with 1175 average. And then right here is where I cover. I was actually looking for under $10 a share to cover it, but I covered it right on this candlestick right here. And the reason being, right, is because I saw, and that's the reason why I covered it. All right, my goal was under, obviously. Jeez, what a move! My goal was actually, under, $10, but I saw GameStop, which perfectly right on cue, guys. It's moving back up, and I have a tiny position. I'm not going to trade. I would probably trade more size if I was, I'm up $2,700 on this. I just wanted to point that out to you guys because it was a nice little look there, guys. I mean, this was kind of just sell off, and then you see this green candlestick come in, and to me, that's someone smart saying, all right, I've had enough. You can see all after hours, that's the biggest candle. Either shorts covered there or someone bought, and then now we're starting to see shorts cover. It'll be interesting to see how this one pans out in the next 10 minutes. I just want to take a little trade live because, I can do that. I'm up big on the day, so I'm not going to risk any kind of size. And, I'm also live with you guys, so I don't really want to take any size. I was just showing you guys a trade that I saw, kind of how I think. But anyways, so, and then I saw GameStop. Right? And I saw GameStop. The reason why I covered that short is because I wanted to open up buying power for GameStop. I saw this one falling, and I was looking for basically what happened here. I know this looks crazy, and I know GameStop is insane to look at from 348 all the way down to 175, right? And I realized this looks, absolutely insane. And actually, right up in here, I was looking for a short. Right in here, when we had this pop-up, I was looking for a short. Now, all hindsight, 2020, right? I didn't take it, and I actually didn't think there was any share short, but luckily, my brokerage, which is in the link in the description below, you can check that out. It says brokerage that I use if you want to use it. So, I saw this one coming down, and my goal was $150 a share. $150 a share was kind of the area that I was looking at to take a long, right? So, $150 a share I was looking at, and the reason being is because that would have been more than a 50% drop. It would have been about a 60% drop and then some, right? And that's kind of what I was looking for in my head. I've traded these things time and time and time again. When there's a pair of balls, they always snap, and I know it looks crazy, but this has happened many times before in my career. So they snap, everything just kind of falls apart, and then this is where there's big opportunity, right? You long it down here. I mean, I missed this big time. I missed it, and I will learn for next time, right? But, saying that, I missed out on this move here, and I missed out on the down and the upside, okay? But I scalped my way back to a solid day. And I will explain why I missed that. Now, sure, you're going to see here, let's see. You're going to see me take my first long here, 2,000 shares, 186.48 out, one AVEO, guys, 17 handles, what I'm seeing. 196.85 for an immediate $20,000 gain. That was literally probably like 10 seconds, and I was up 20 grand. Okay? Now, I knew that this thing was reversing, and I had the opportunity to load right in here. Obviously, you can see I loaded in the second candle. I didn't take the first position here, but seeing this reversal and halting, to me, that's usually the sign of the downtrend stopping. Okay? So, and then this thing right here, okay? This was basically me taking a long, basically saying, we're not going to get below those lows. And that's where I should have taken size. Now, I wasn't that comfortable, though, because like I said, I didn't have my goal that I wanted to see. My goal was 150 a share, and then I was going to be all in. And I could explain to you guys for hours and hours on why I'm all in at 150 and why, I'm starting to long it with massive size, $4 or $5 million positions, right? But I'm not going to go into that. There's things that I cover, these concepts I cover on my course. If you want to really learn how I trade, I have a course, right? A lot of the trades that the strategies that I use when I turn 1,000 into about 5 million was all covered on my course. Now, there's just a little bits and pieces shorting and longing where it might change a little bit, but it's all to me the same concepts in my course the way I trade, right? So, in the end, guys, I've seen this happen countless amount of times, right? Where the parabolic finally snaps down, and then, I look for the panic dip buy, right? And that being said, nothing is ever perfect when you're trading, okay? Nothing is ever for sure, okay? I mean, we can go back and look at GameStop when this thing went from 450 all the way down to 112, right? So, but I was looking for that area, and now I'll remember this. This bright green candle right here on this, okay? Obviously, that was a reversal. But I've seen these things come back down, and anything under 171, I was going to just go all in, right? Or pretty much. But what I should have been doing and doing better differently, guys, is I should have been starting to scale in on the way down, because big picture, guys, I know this thing is going to bounce. I've never not seen a stock bounce before in my career, ever. And I've looked back all the way to 2000 to 1990. I mean, I've done all types of research on these huge parabolic, spike down, and bounce back up. And the thing is, when there's parabolic like this, right, there's a huge run up, you're up 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 plus percent, whatever the case may be, or even 3, 4, 5, 6, 700%. And then you get that snap down, right? And that snap, there's always buyers and sellers, and inside the buyers and sellers, there is a main thesis of every trade. And right here was the main thesis was, once I saw these candles, I'm like, all right, I'm licking my chops. Now, what I could have done better, guys, I could have started longing, anything under 200, I should have started taking little bits and pieces. The only reason why I didn't trade this very well was because I didn't expect this much of a gap down from here to here. When that happened, I was like, okay, whoa. Immediately, and you have to have split-second reaction, guys. These things happen so fast, right? So me seeing that, I'm like, okay, boom, decision-making time. I didn't like it. And then this thing halted back up. Once we unhalted, and during that halt, I was thinking, okay, I got to long this thing, a small size, in case this thing does run back up, right? Just in case, let's take small size, and that way we didn't miss out on it. So I took small size, and I immediately was in the green, $20,000, right? So now I'm frustrated, and it could have been very easy to say, let's chase this thing, let's chase this thing, let's chase this thing. And luckily, I have the mindset to not chase. I have patience. I let things pan out. And, this trade, though, it should have been well over $1 million trade. Just on this to here, should have been well over $1 million. I mean, I'm going to be honest. This is my bread and butter. This is what sometimes I take these trades, and I should have been sized in enough to make over 7 figures just on this move alone. And that's where I messed up, right? I will be better next time. I will be there next time to make sure I don't miss out on that type of move, okay, again. But guys, this to me, okay, I know that a lot of you guys are like, how does he do this? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't have the time to explain why I do this, why I know this, because it would take me hours and hours and hours and hours, probably tens of hours, if not hundreds of hours. The main thesis of how I do this, guys, is because I study. I put the time in. You guys think that I just go out and party every day. No, obviously I could with the kind of money that I'm doing, but I don't do that. I'm looking at this for, longer term, I always want to get better as a trader, guys. What am I going to do? Am I going to, I teach for you guys. I try and help you guys. I try and, literally the only reason why I do this is to motivate and inspire you guys. Sure, I could retire. Sure, I could go off and live a luxurious life and all this stuff. And, I'm sure that a lot of you guys, want to live that life. And that's fine. Everybody has their own life and their own path, guys. What my life is fulfilled is helping you guys become better traders and building your foundation from the ground up, right? I could just do this behind closed doors, never come on stream and make this tons of money and never show my face and never come out and help anyone and never have a course and never have my YouTube, which has hundreds and hundreds of videos of my trading, and never have a scanner and never have a free chat room, which goes over kind of the analysis of what everybody's looking at, and build together a bunch of like-minded people with some of the moderators who've been trading for over 10, 20, 30 years that kind of give you guys the ins and outs and ideas throughout every day that create that foundation in that goal in mind, which is basically I want everyone in NormackNoTrading.com to get better every single day. And you're going to hear me say study, 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 study every single day to you guys. I'm not going to let you guys off the hook. If you want this bad enough, come get it. If you want to put the time in, If you want financial freedom and that's your goal, come get it. Guys, look at this screen. This opportunity, whether you have $1,000, $1 million, $500,000, $10,000, from here to here is 40% bounce. Plus, actually, I think that's more. That's like 50, 60% bounce, right? Doesn't that inspire you guys? Even if my $1,000 to $15 million in 307 business days plus doesn't inspire you, okay? Just let this chart inspire you. Let this price action inspire you, guys. Literally, why aren't you the one right here and selling here? Why aren't you the one shorting here and covering here? Why aren't you the one shorting up here and covering down here, or longing here and selling here? Guys, why can't that be you? The reality is it can be if you put the time in, if you study. You got to be smarter than the people that you're trading against. I give away every day how I trade, my trading positions, my mindset, my thought process. Not because, some of these traders, they keep it all to themselves and they have their strategies and they never, go away from it. And that's great. But I want to give back to you guys. I could hide all my strategies and keep making the kind of money and keep growing and just keep exponentially compounding. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm here to inspire and to motivate. And I hope today doesn't just say, well, why can't I be him, right? I hope that it does say, why can't you be me? Why can't you be people out there? It was not just me who made this kind of money. I guarantee there's tons of people who made more money than me today in these stocks alone, okay? And there's everyday people doing way better than I am. And I'm pushing to be like them, right? You might not see them every day. You might not see, people like me every day that are doing this kind of, P&L things. But at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you. No one else can wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. No one gets my ass out of bed every single morning, guys. I get my ass out of bed. I put the time in. When you guys think that I'm off partying, I'm on the screen studying, okay? You guys ask me a lot of questions, right, that you could put the time in just simply on Google and say, hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? Just putting in the time, right? I want you guys all to inspire each other. I want you guys all to push each other to become better. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to have a mindset, right? And, at the end of the day, I don't care where you're at. I don't care if you're in multiple chat rooms. I want you guys to be in 10 chat rooms, and I want you guys to be looking at other people's courses. At the end of the day, if you're becoming successful and creating, a change in your life, that's all that I'm here for. And I hope that, at the end of the day, between my course that I have, which is about 20 hours of content, teach you guys my strategies, right? Whether it be my scanners or, the brokerages that I recommend, or, the study mindset, or, there's guys, just in the free chat room alone, guys, and I bet you guys, a lot of you guys that are on here doesn't know this, and it's frustrating that you don't know this, but if you just scroll down, look at all this free education, guys. There is no excuse. Don't make an excuse for yourself, guys. There is so much content out there, it's insane. The only excuse you're going to make yourself to this day is that I don't put the time in. I don't study hard enough. I am not trying to be smarter than everyone else. And the reality is, sure, 90% of traders fail. And that's the truth. 90% of traders fail, okay? But at the end of the day, there are ways you can become successful at trading. It's just building your plan, your process, and your strategy. And I hope that by showing you guys the way that I trade, it at least gives you some foundation and some knowledge on the do's and don'ts and what's worked for me and what doesn't. Because, just last week I lost $500,000, okay, in one day. And I'm not going to be afraid to sit here and say that happened. I'm not going to run and hide. I'm not going to say, that I haven't lost money. I'm not going to say all these things, right? Because in 2 days last week, I lost well over $500,000. But what did I do? I recollected myself. I started taking base hits the entire week. And then this week, I started to size up again, all right? My GameStop position is I'm up about $3,000 on it. It's just kind of grinding. So, but anyways, guys, I want you guys to be in the position that I'm in and hope. Oh my gosh, AVEO is going nuts. I had no clue. Hopefully, you guys are banking on the overnight. I gave you guys this overnight idea. AVEO 1390, timestamp 12:58, 2 minutes before market close, already at 50%, guys. There is so much opportunity. It is insane. Okay? And I'm glad that I can inspire you guys. I'm glad that I can motivate you guys. That's why I do this every day, guys. Okay? So, anyways, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys. As always, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. I'm just a retail trader. I'm just a normal human that puts in the time, guys. All right? That's all it is. My free chat, and there's a link in the description below. My course to teach you my processes is the link in the description below. The brokers that I used, valued 2 free stocks, all in the link in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Again, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel, guys. It helps the NormackNoTrading.com community out. I come on here for free every single day for you guys. And if you haven't already subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Make sure to like the channel as well. Bobby Angel, that's a great question. Is anybody else having the same successes as me? So yes, my top students are Ariel. I actually have a millionaire student. It is official. I have a millionaire student who's taken my course and is now over $1 million in profits, okay? I'm going to do a podcast with him. I got to verify some things, make sure 110% is legit. I'm not saying I don't trust people. I just need to make sure and verify for my sake that it's legit. But I do have a millionaire student, and I found that out like a week ago. But I'm still trying to do a podcast with him and make sure to verify some things. I need to remember to do that. Jordan knows how I trade better than anyone, probably better than myself, and he's over $800,000 in his career now. Ariel, I believe, is at $250,000, and he's one of my closest students. Where is he as well? So yeah, and also Diego the Bull. Where's my students? Here we go. Diego the Bull. I think he's well over $100,000 in profits on the year. So yeah, guys, I do my best to, motivate and to inspire. But again, guys, it's up to you to put the time in. I can't babysit. I can't hold your guys' hand, okay? The best that I can, and my best students are the ones that put the time in, that study, that just find everything they can to get their hands on. They look at people to follow on social media. Ariel is a great example. Reach out to Ariel. And talk to him about what it takes. Real simple, Ariel. This guy will explain to you exactly what it takes, okay? I don't have time to respond to every single one of you guys. I wish I did. But at the end of the day, Real Simple Ariel is one of the most genuine students that I have, and he will explain in depth, right, exactly what it took. And it takes a lot, okay? He knows how I trade too. He's watched my course probably 2-3 times over. He's all over YouTube trying to find traders to learn from, all right? That's what it takes, okay? So, anyways, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to let if I make new videos. I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, like the channel. Let's see if we can get 100 likes. And subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow.